Brandon Garnett. Hockey riding in on a cock-a-moose. 2001 glaring, and you know what's in store now. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gamecocks offense will come out first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Ball.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion. Better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen
today. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Bradley. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Punch it out of the air. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man quickly. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They're going back to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Bradley. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat.
Get set, get set.
Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Aggies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? So whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And this one will be stopped for no gain. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum.
There he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Green. Makes him talk to the hand. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams, Bryce, alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Gone, close to the marker, it's Cook. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time he's got his man. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Helm. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Carr. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
Throws to the back. Touchdown, South Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, Auburn and Georgia have just wrapped up the Deep South's oldest rivalry. Here's a look at the latest chapter. Auburn is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Tigers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Hawkins. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Williams. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Caught in the backfield, it's Green. Turns it on at midfield. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Back to pass. And they're not on the same page there.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Got him downfield. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Turning it on.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Give to the big fullback. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Hands it off on the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. That brings them to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Got his man on the right. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Makes the grab. It's Bradley. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something where we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
With jet sweep pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. To throw, it's Hawkins. Finds his tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and the defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Takes it the other way. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Hawkins. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Give to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside and takes the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Ohio. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any conclusions. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play.
Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. Handoff from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now they take the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Hold and fire complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
The hand to the running back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one up.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Good gain on the return. This defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Brad behind the line. It's Bradley. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. We're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
The short hands, it's Carr. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to start it. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got a man. It's Green. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, 3rd down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the first, though. So now you've got 4th and very short, and what do the analytics say to do here, head coach?
And the Gamecocks come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll go to the sneak. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Quick shovel pass. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. And listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running it.
Going to swing it on second down. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Between the uprights, it's good. They push the lead to 4 here in the fourth.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Boone. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. Touchdown, Aggies. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here today.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Bradley. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Hauls it in. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the 1st down. Now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They just keep firing. This time on target.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
They'll run for it on third and short. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Under fire. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
Well, that play never had a chance on fourth down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up, get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Texas A&M likely will just try to bleed the clock. Right back to the well. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a...
He'll take a deep shot here. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalry, and when you